hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hello, welcome.
You know what today is.
March 31st.
It'll be like potatoes.
Why is that?
It is National Tater Day.
Would you pass the taters, please?
Hot Lord taking me some of his taters home with him.
Go in the kitchen and peel some potatoes.
Baked, boiled, or mashed.
Take out your taters.
Maybe because you got your taters out.
National Tater Day.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday edition of The Morning Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Time now is 8:05. We're on Chris time again.
Chris is back.
The right time.
When Chris is in here, we start late.
We do?
Chris, welcome back, dude.
Thank you.
We didn't know if you were coming back. It's been like 2 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not very long.
He's leaving again.
Right. You didn't know that we were getting ready to leave again, did you?
Just when Brendan was starting to get the whole thing down, you come back.
He wasn't getting the whole thing down. He tried.
That's
all
it.
Right. I give him
Oh
a
my
C.
God.
C plus. Baby.
I give him a B. I give him a B, B plus this time.
You're giving him a higher grade than me?
Yes, I am.
Vic Faust?
Yes, I am.
Damn.
Yep, my cantankerous ways. Absolutely. Welcome back. You obviously are sunburned because you've been in Florida for a month. Chris, right? Your name's Chris?
Not long enough.
Chris, is that
Chris.
your name? All right, Chris. Good to see you, man.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Chris Knight's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Hasn't it been like a month since we've seen him?
It definitely feels like 2 weeks at least, right?
2 weeks?
We got an issue to take care of, though, and maybe it's not an issue.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe you can hire a specialist to work with Eric. Maybe not, but maybe
Which
you're.
Eric?
Remember,
Which
we
Eric?
talked about
There's a whole bunch of them.
There's so
out there.
many Erics in the world that we talk about on this show.
This is Eric
Greitens.
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson.
He decided, but you know how Eric is. Every now and then he feels less or less than. He doesn't like his name said last on the promo.
Yeah,
That's
right.
funny. He did say that.
Are you serious? He actually said something
Yeah,
to
he
you?
did. It was a month or two ago.
Man, he still has that whole
Like,
rock
man, why the
thing
hell's
going.
my name last?
Okay, tell him it can go second.
I
Yeah.
told
tried
him
to
it's the bookends. You want the first name and the last name to be your big stars. And your middle, that's you and I, Chris, are like your fillers, right?
Right.
Like you own the whole station, so like you don't care. And I'm
I
new,
don't care.
so I don't care. So it makes sense that it's Vic and Eric on the bookend.
And when my name was last,
Uh-huh.
did I ever say anything to you, Chris?
No?
I don't care.
You didn't care either?
No. Which is funny. So
Oh.
anyway, but the best, leave it to the Facebook line. Robert Peterball. Yeah, you know why Chris would be back.
Bowling night.
It's bowling night. Of course.
You're kidding me.
Bowling.
Hey, what's the bowling movie again with
Bowling movie.
yeah, the bowling movie with Eddie or not no, with Woody Harrelson?
White man can't jump.
No, that's basketball.
Okay.
Hold on.
Kingpin. Is
Yes,
it Kingpin?
Kingpin, it is.
You kind of remind me of those bowlers from that movie.
Jeez.
Yeah, and who is the evil guy in the movie?
Oh, not me.
Not me?
Yeah, but, the funny
Not
Bill
me.
Murray.
I'm not the evil
No,
guy.
you're kind of a cross between Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson in that
Man,
movie.
I'm a nice person.
You're like a mix of those two guys. You kind of remind me of somebody who lives on the Amish community, but also is like Bill Murray out there driving around in fancy cars.
Brendan Shanahan's listening this morning. What did
All
you
right.
do to him?
What do you mean? What do we do to him?
What did you do to him? He's up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I think he
listening to the
enjoyed
Edge.
his time with
I
us.
think he did.
I think that's what happened.
You know,
Wow.
you get a week of the Morning Edge.
I give him a C
You're
and you
addicted
give
for
him a
what?
B.
Yeah,
Boy, that's just
Yeah.
usually you and I are like way
I
off.
thought it was like maybe even like B plus.
Wow. Good job, Brendan.
Kingpin. So tonight, bowling is back. Of course, that's why you're back. Highlighted the trip because when you were gone, we talked about how you like to fancy yourself as rubbing shoulders with celebrities.
Oh,
And
really?
Did you find any? Did you see any, or was it just
Did you
not that
find
time
any?
of year?
It's like he's out there hunting celebrities.
He's a celebrity hunter.
Did you find any of those?
Well, he hangs out at casinos, and that's where a lot of them hang out.
That makes sense.
Well, no, I didn't see anybody.
Brendan said, I
didn't
just wanted to
look.
make sure I didn't have to come in.
That's great. That's actually great. That was my fault too, man.
Oh, my
well,
God.
I was going to come back on Thursday, and you and I had discussed it, and I don't know. I just totally forgot to. I told you, but I didn't tell Brendan.
Yeah, you told me the day before.
Yeah. So thanks, Brendan.
Yeah, well, that's all right. We moved past that, but Robert says if Shanny is up, it's his own asphalt.
Asphalt.
Right. You get it. Hey, guys, Chris is here. Angela's here. I'm Vic Faust from Fox 2. If you want to give us a call, you know the number 636-695-2915. Also,
What's the website?
well, the website, the streaming website to go to is viperrocks.com. I think that's what you were referring to. Thank you. And if you want to go and check us out on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Did we get the FM signal? Did you get that news yesterday, or did we fix that without you knowing?
No, of course I had to be involved.
Yeah, the radio side was knocked out yesterday.
Yeah, man, it was.
We were
the
told
weather sucks here.
No,
Did I
it's
ever
not
tell you
because
that?
of weather. Rain should not knock out Spectrum. We were told it was Spectrum's fault.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's what we were told.
Maybe I don't know. We had an AC problem.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Well, we just want to make sure you can catch us on FM radio as well and come back. That's what we do, and we get things going.
Brendan, don't be late. Back
Brendan
to
said
bed.
he's back to bed. Of course. There you
Be
go.
late.
To bed.
Don't be like Vic.
How's that?
Late.
Late. That hasn't happened yet, and I pray it does not. Okay. We're going to get serious. We got a lot to talk about, but I don't know. I think it's kind of the elephant in the room. Chris Rock came back to the stage last night.
Oh, did he?
You didn't even know?
I didn't know. I thought we were going
I
to
was
talk
like,
about Bruce Willis. I
well,
was so
that's,
confused.
No, happy first.
Happy first. Okay. What did Chris Rock say on the stage?
Well, Bruce Willis has aphasia. Let's go through there then.
Okay. Well, that makes me sad that he has to step away from acting because I love him.
Yeah.
Like, love him.
Well, it's not like he's done anything in recent times.
But he's like my second favorite.
Oh, you mean he just likes to act tough and put his face
I
like
love it.
this
I love
and-
the guy who likes to act tough on the movies.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. What is Bruce Willis, like 5'2",
Oh, I don't know. I've never met him.
like 180 pounds?
I don't know. I've never met him.
All right.
I'm sure if I Google it, he's like 6'7".
Yeah.
Oh,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, because whenever you Google men's height, it's
Bruce
always
Willis.
a little
I'm not
taller than
going
they are.
to. He's going through. I won't get into it, but yes, he's unfortunately going through what's called aphasia. It can take away all of your cognitive ability to
Makes
communicate.
me sad. And how old do we think he is?
No, we know he is 67.
Oh, okay. So
Damn.
67 seems pretty young
it
for
does?
that to me. Yeah.
That age thing is really it's a different type of thing. It depends on how you take care of your body. It also depends on what kind of physiological makeup you have.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. I mean,
Very true.
we still don't know why certain people get cancers,
right.
and certain diseases. Bruce Willis he got hit with that. The problem with aphasia is the fact that in some of its most severe form can knock away your ability to communicate, to verbal or nonverbal.
And I feel like you are
And
going to
you'll just
agree with
sit
me
there.
with this, that would be one of the worst things that could happen. As somebody who talks for a living, I feel like you're going to agree that is.
And Alzheimer's. I mean, there's so many. It's just,
Oh, yeah. Alzheimer's is also.
they're all bad. None of them are good.
Sure.
That's
It's very true.
So anyway, thoughts and prayers go out to Bruce Willis and his family. They're having to deal with that whole situations right now. With that being said, on a better note,
Yes, I like that.
Chris Rock came to the stage last night.
That was this
Guess
comedy tour?
Yeah, guess how
Okay.
much he talked about the whole slap in the face?
5 times.
0.
What?
Chris Rock didn't even bring it up.
Well, yeah. Why would you?
Yeah, well, I completely.
You two
First
always
of all,
agree. I need Eric in
No,
here.
I don't agree. I don't agree with Chris. I thought he should have came out and right out of the bat made a reference
I
to
thought
it.
it would have been just
What are
like
you gonna say?
a plethora of.
That's for the
Hey, man, I
comedian.
just got bitch slapped.
No, I think you would have said
There's
you
a
wanted me
way.
to keep his woman's name out of my mouth, but you know what? She didn't keep out. I mean, come on! I can write those jokes.
I've seen a great meme. She had a
there's-
bunch of hot dogs in her mouth.
Well, there's been a million memes, and they continue to come.
Oh,
I mean, I can write those jokes. There's so many jokes. I thought it was going to be like maybe the first, 15 minutes of just like one-liners. Do. And this was I was thinking when he slapped me. I wanted to say this and I wanted to say this because they would have been all the funny things. I'm kind of sad now.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but he said he is going to address it at some point in time. He just said last night was not the night to do it. And that's all he said about it. But when he came out on stage, he received what was described as a thunderous 3-minute standing ovation from the crowd.
Cool. That's cool. I like that part of the
So
story.
there is your Chris Rock
Okay. I like that part of the story. That's good.
getting what he should get situation when it comes to applause from the crowd.
I'll take that.
Chris Rock's ticket sales rock.
I remember when Rock got slapped. Woke me up, I was taking a nap. Through most of the Academy Awards, dude had won so many, I was getting real bored. But the biggest shock I ever got was seeing Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. At first I didn't think it was real. Thought it was all prearranged, and in my mind I could hear King Richard got off his throne, planted a hard one across his face. His ticket sales haven't been too good, and now he's getting a break. Wow.
Everybody's coming out with parodies now.
Did wait a
for
minute?
sure.
Did Elton John record that last night in St. Louis? Did he play that? Did anyone go to the Elton John and said farewell to St. Louis last night at the Enterprise Center as well? And I was assuming he played that last night since you had that recording, Chris.
Yes, he did.
We're being serious. Elton John was in St. Louis if you didn't see last night with his final
Somebody on our
concert.
feed yesterday said they were going to the show. I don't remember who it was. So
I was
hopefully-
curious to see. I saw some video, and I'm not trying to be bah humbug. It just, hey, he's still rocking and rolling. Great for Sir Elton John. It just seemed like it was with some of the video I saw, a little slow.
Well, hopefully they'll whoever that was because I don't
What,
remember.
the show
Will
was a
tell
little
us.
slow?
Yeah, he was moving around a little slow.
Well,
But he is in his upper years.
he is.
He's older than Bruce Willis. Just put it that way.
I saw Elton John.
But there were still
With
a
Billy
ton
Joel.
of people there.
Wait, how long ago did you see that?
That was at Scott Trade Center. Maybe 5-6 years ago.
Now,
Okay.
now Enterprise.
Now
Same
Enterprise, and I think I have to agree with you. Slow. Billy Joel had to help Elton John a lot.
Yeah, but you still remember the memory of all of
Yeah.
that. So what happened? Chris came out last night.
Okay.
People said it was a great show. He just said, I will address it at some point. He's like, it's a serious situation, but it will be funny. So maybe he's writing and picking the right time to come out and
Maybe
do
it'll
it.
be when he comes to St. Louis.
I don't know. It could be.
Because
When
didn't you
is
say that
that?
was over the summer? That's like,
Yeah, when is Chris Rock coming to St. Louis?
I want to say it's June.
yeah, I think
oh, wow,
I think that's
not too
what
long.
It's
he
June.
told me. Yeah,
So anyway, he didn't address it. He received a thunderous applause.
but I'm glad for that. Yeah.
Good for Chris Rock. The other situation of the story, the Academy came out last night
Ooh,
at about 5:30, 5:45 p.m. last night
right.
and said, listen, we want to make sure everybody knows after, and that's the only reason we still talk about the slap heard around the world, after he slapped Rock,
Yes.
I credit the Academy, but okay, they asked Will Smith to please leave.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave.
He refused to leave, which shows you more of what just a piece of crap Will Smith really is after what he did. And then there's still people. Well, I'm going to be nice. I don't want to get going. They were trying to defend this fool.
You're going to be nice?
Well, I laid into Will Smith this week, so I want to be careful.
Well, that's good. He deserved it.
Yes, he does.
He's a
and
jagoff.
And he still does it. It just shows you the entitlement and privilege. I mean, he lives with such great privilege, and his family lives with privilege that most of us don't know.
Wanda Sykes did come out and
Yeah,
say that
I
she
like
thought,
Wanda.
yeah, that
No,
she
she
was
ripped
mad.
the hell out of
yeah,
him.
she was so mad that she said, "You don't just ask him to leave; you physically make him leave." Like
The
you
Academy
don't ju-
apologized for what
just-
you're saying.
Yeah, did they? Okay.
They said we asked him to leave, but they don't think they're ever going to have to deal with an actor feeling so self-entitled, so privileged, because we know he and his family are very privileged people,
Right.
that they would ever deal with the situation. They were in shock. They literally said, we could have handled the situation better. We didn't know what to do. Thank you for being honest, Academy, because if I'm in charge of the Academy and that happens and you ask somebody to leave, Are you going to bring police in? That's what they should have done.
I would assume,
but
though,
I'm probably not.
I would assume, though, that they have a ton of security just to protect the stars from like regular old people like you and I, like running in there. So wouldn't you think they'd have these big security guards to prohibit me from running at them? So couldn't these big security guards go, well, we don't want to make a big scene about this. If you don't just walk away, I'm going to have to make you move. Because I feel like that would be so much easier.
That's why it's so difficult. You have to be prepared for everything in life, even things that you don't think of. And then you feel weird because now you got to put into the protocol, okay, what happens if a celebrity goes and hits another one? I mean, think about that. I've been through so many planning productions of hosting and emceeing and putting on shows. Never would you ever, okay, what are we going to do if the guy that's going to win the Oscar slaps the host? I mean, seriously. So anyway, at least, the Academy came out and confirmed that they did try to get him to leave. And
I'm going to slap Eric Johnson
Mr. Privileged Will Smith decided, no, I'm going to stay because I'm Will Smith. I'm privileged. I am privileged because there's people who are privileged. Jada Smith Pinkett, obviously, is privileged.
Well, yeah, look what his son said on social media.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
That's how, who does it? What's he implying?
His family. I thought he was implying his family.
I don't think so.
That is how we do it.
Yeah,
it was a 6-word answer. Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, Carrie, I just looked down, overshadowed the evening, and the celebration should have been. So anyway, that's what happened. That's why we're talking about again. Chris Rock back in action on stage, sold out venues everywhere. He did say that he will address it at some point in time, and the Academy said, we tried to get Will to leave, and he refused to. So just remember Will Smith.
Right.
And what that guy is all about, who he is, his fake apologies, his everything else. And Chris Rock standing there with a steel jaw.
He took that smack like a champ.
This is interesting from the Facebook line before we get to break here. And we got a lot. We'll tell you all the things that are coming up, but did not know this. And most of the time our Facebook line chatters, they're right on, but I don't know about this.
Right.
Aphasia, which Bruce Willis has, side effect of
COVID?
The jab.
Oh, really?
I can't confirm that. That's just what he said.
I'll do some work during the break and see what I can find out about that.
If you can find that out during the break, that's that would be scary, but at the same point, very, very cool as well. Glenn Thompson says he was at Elton John's show last night in St. Louis, despite the horrible rain. So that's good. All right, just doing all of the homework, catching up on what we need to do. Oh, and by the way, Crystal says, as a reminder, the Academy did say that he is going to face discipline of some kind, either expulsion, suspension, or some other parameters. So that Will Smith. Yeah, so that hasn't gone away.
They still let him get his Oscar. That's the part that irritates me, I think, is that if he really wanted to show people that, hey, we don't smack people in the face for no reason, don't let him. I understand that he won the Oscar. That was already a thing, but you don't let him get up and accept it. You're like, well, he won, and I'm sorry, but we'll let Chris Rock do the acceptance speech. I mean, that is seriously what I would have done in that spot.
That's like
because
rewarding a kid at school for bad behavior.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly, it is. By the way, it's interesting you say that because there is a study out now that we're bribing kids to eat their vegetables with desserts. That's what America has turned into. By the way, from the Facebook line, Melanie says, aphasia is not a side effect. It's a neurological issue. Drew Collins says it can be treated. And then people are talking about alopecia. It's a genetic disorder. I don't know. We'll see. But then Aaron Bland, check it out in the Facebook line, talking about aphasia being connected to the vaccine. That's his opinion of it. But, of course, we're allowed to agree, disagree, share information, and move on as we do there.
What time does Eric Johnson get in?
He's all over the place.
I got to tell you, twice this week, he beat us before the start time of the show.
You're kidding.
2 times this week.
No way. He beat you here, Vic?
No, she means he beat the start time.
The show started
Eric
and he
will
was
never
in
be here
his
before
spot.
I'm here. If Eric's here before I'm here, he truly has no house anymore. So Eric didn't know, but he was here. If Eric gets here at the start of the show,
I mean, that was the first time.
I
mean,
thought it was
I've
one
only-
time last week and one time this week.
I thought it was Monday
Yeah.
and yesterday.
I don't know. I can't remember. I trust you.
That's good.
But yes, I was.
Busted my
I had-
balls a lot while I was gone. You allowed him to do that.
Who did?
We allowed him to do what?
What did we do?
He was busting my balls a few different times while I was gone.
For what?
I don't know, just different conversations you guys.
I don't
were
even
having.
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
We're gonna
talking about
talk to
you
him
either.
about
I
it when
feel
he gets here.
bad that I don't remember that.
But Drew, that's not even the same situation. Drew says if they, I'm
Drew
assuming, yeah, Drew Collins. I'm assuming
Hi,
he meant.
Drew.
I'm assuming he meant. He says if they, I assume he's talking about the Academy Awards.
He is.
Didn't do anything to Harvey Weinstein. They won't do anything to Will
It's
Smith.
not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Yes, Robert said you were right, Angela. 2 times this week, Eric was actually here for the start of the show. I got too many other things in my mind. If Eric shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And
I was
there you
just.
go.
It was just the only 2 times that's happened since I've been here, and I've been here slightly over 2 months.
Oh my God, we got.
So-
I know we got to get to break, but we got to bring this up. Thank you, Anna. Anna from the Facebook line. One of the things that he was. There are certain guys in life that like to really go Drakkar on you, and I call it getting Drakkard.
Yeah.
Getting Drakkard, there's guys that like to bathe in scent and cologne and fragrances,
Or people that just wear it.
and he thinks that might be you.
Oh.
He's like, when you come around the door, it's like, yeah, baby, you smell
knows
good.
I'm
Now, see,
coming.
I like the way you smell, Chris. I like to give you hugs and everything else. I like
There's a
your
lot
smell.
happening
it's
right now.
getting deep in here.
Yeah,
Angela.
there's a lot
What the
happening.
hell happened while I was gone?
I don't know, but there's a lot going
Then
on.
Eric goes, oh, yeah, I know who that guy is. That's Chris.
Oh. Good. We'll talk to him about it when he finally decides to show up.
Yeah, but that's why I don't bring up. Look, I love it when Eric's here, but I don't bring his name up anymore. So
I told you it's like Beetlejuice. If you say it 3 times,
That is funny, Angela, because I heard you
appears.
say that.
Well,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
it's 8:26,
Eric Johnson.
so he should be walking in
Eric
the door
Johnson.
anytime now.
Eric Johnson.
Carrie says Weinstein's actions weren't done on stage. Of course they weren't. It's a completely different situation, and this one was live on TV. That's why it put you all there. A lot of people jumping in on this aphasia 7 days after the second dose of.
I found some information. I haven't read it yet, though.
All right, rate it. We'll
I
come
can't
back.
wait till Eric gets here. Because
Oh,
that dude has no room to talk about some cologne. It's on, baby.
I love Tracy. That's awesome. Maybe I should start wearing cologne.
Yeah.
Can you give me some of your extra bottles?
We're talking about a guy that wears wigs.
Yeah, you're right. You might as well just grow the hair like
That's right.
me. Grow it. Oh, Tracy's. I love this show. Tracy says he buys Chris's cologne.
We got to go to Frank's, man.
He wants to jupe. He and Drew wear the same fragrance. Drew. All right, sorry. Take a quick break. We'll get back. We got a lot of things to talk about. Oil, the war. Even AOC says she's scared to death about what's going to happen at the midterms with Republicans. Okay. Plus we'll get into Florida finally. What's happening with Disney, Ron DeSantis. Oh, man, there's so much to get into. And Governor Parsons declares COVID over in Missouri. We'll be right back with more of The Edge. Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust to Fox 2.
Edge morning traffic. Time for a check of the roads from the Viper Traffic Center. Watch for a stalled tractor trailer 70 westbound at Highway A. It's over on the right shoulder. There's also a stall eastbound 70. That's at 141. And then a stalled vehicle reported 141 southbound to Wood Mills Road on the right shoulder. In St. Charles County, no big delays on 70 or 64. And it's smooth sailing as you head over the Blanchette Bridge and the Boone Bridge. Olive is jammed up headed southbound out of Clarkson Valley through the Ellisville area approaching Manchester. 109 southbound heavy for a bit south of Wildwood. And then some slow-moving northbound traffic on the 270 loop. That's from I-55 up through Gravois. Then slow again from I-44 up to Manchester. 270 southbound has heavy volume from Page down to 6440 in Town and Country. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge morning traffic.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. The new Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is only $8.99, plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Hi, this is Curtis Barks from Complete Auto Body and Repair. We're now open at our new location in Cottleville. Whether you have a newer driver in high school or you're sending someone off to college, get a little peace of mind by getting an oil change along with a systems and fluid check done by our professionals. Come in to Complete Auto Body and Repair at our new Cottleville location on Highway N, just west of Mid Rivers. Online at CompleteAB.com. Others can't compete with Complete.
Dad, and service.
Oh, yeah, and service.
He fixes cars.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again. You need to calm down. Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Kind of creepy.
Woo! Here we go.
Kind of creepy.
No, it's not. Put the lotion in the basket.
Exactly.
I thought you were talking about creepy. The smell that Eric has as he walked into the studio with his juke. I smell your juke. Hey, where do you buy juke? You get that at Amazon.com?
Where do you buy juke?
Yeah, Amazon.com.
You know where this conversation is going.
Do you get that at the Walmart Supercenter?
Look, Jupe is one of those.
Wentzville?
No. Jupe is one of those. There's a few colognes
that are bougie enough to be at Macy's, but you can still get them at Walgreens. That's either place.
One of them. Get your juke. Do they have the juke underneath the glass counter at Walgreens?
Yeah, I can never figure out if there's the walnut in Macy's is better, but I don't think it is. I think they're the same.
Then Walgreens?
Yeah,
Walgreens may have passed it up.
Maybe.
But I can't buy clothes at Walgreens.
Huh?
Now they don't. Well, sometimes they have. They'll have like sports themed shirts. I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
they'll
some
have like
flip-flops.
kids swimsuits. I think that's what they have there. Eric Johnson's in studio. So is Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust from Fox 2. It's been close to a month since we've had the full crew together, right? Is it? Been a month?
I think Chris has been gone about a month.
Oh man, I'll be back next Wednesday. I'll be back next Wednesday. Man,
I meant 2 Wednesdays from now.
Yeah.
You guys misunderstood.
But that's not a month, though.
When I said Wednesday, I meant you should know better than that.
I mean, he said Wednesday, and he returned home on a Wednesday.
Don't let him off the hook like that.
Thank you very much.
It's just
I'm just
great
gonna go
to
ahead
hear the whole group here. So this is
I know the
Morning
varsity
Edge.
squad's back on the field.
The fastest 2 hours in morning talk radio. Eric, we thought you were late this morning, as somebody said, because you were getting your tickets to NSYNC. NSYNC's coming back.
Oh.
And
they're coming with the Backstreet Boys.
Boy, are they
You know
really.
about them guys?
That's a good show.
of course,
Good show, man.
the energy's there, the dancing. And if anybody knows about, coordinating dances with other male musicians,
me.
it's you. And you do it well. And we appreciate it. Thank you so much. You missed our Chris Rock talk, so I'm sorry. Chris Rock was back in Boston last night.
I know.
Huge 3-minute standing ovation. So we addressed that for you. Just getting you caught up.
Just to throw this in there, if you were Chris Rock right now, would you not have an emergency production meeting to have your stage be an octagon or a boxing ring?
No, but I would have said jokes.
Yeah, he
straight
might,
away.
He might.
I don't know.
At some point in time. He said it's going to get serious, and he will do that at some point in time coming up. So we'll see where it goes. We talked. Elton John was back in. Have you ever met Elton John, Eric?
Yes.
Wait,
not me. We did a show a long time ago before Angela was born, and he had a trailer. He was the headliner, and no, I saw him running by yelling at somebody, and that was about it. I didn't shake his hand or anything like that. He ran by and he was yelling at someone else.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah.
It counts to me.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I did some homework for you yesterday.
Yeah.
A big story we were talking about yesterday is what happened with Rockwood School District, Eureka.
Oh,
Thank
yay.
you, Vic.
They had, Mary LaPlaque is awesome. She's the actual, I should have contacted Mary in the first place, but I was given another number to call. Mary got back to me yesterday afternoon. Yeah. She said the reason the first responders flag banner was removed from the outfield fence of Eureka High School's baseball stadium was because whoever quote put the banner up, the group, the high school, whatever, they didn't follow the procedure. They didn't let the district know there's certain protocols in place. This is why I was saying you always got to make sure you get all the details. You have to put it through a guideline sheet in regards to, this is what we want to do. This is, school property. What are we going to do? They put the banner up and didn't tell anybody.
So they're resolving it by fixing the protocol, correct?
That's what I was told. So then I asked back. I said, is it true, the reports that were said that Rockwood at one point said, well, this does not do anything for our students and it sends a negative message? And I have not heard back yet. And Mary will get back to me because she always does. So that's why that's why the district says they removed
bull garbage
the banner.
Bull garbage because it was
so if Mary
because it was
get
6 inches too small. What the hell?
Well,
Seriously?
no, you have to get approval on these things. And I get that because there's so much red tape in anything we do in life, especially with public school districts.
If it was Bert's Pet Store,
it's not like
it
it
would
was
still
in the
be up
90s
there.
or 80s. That's for sure.
If it was Penelope's Sandwich Shop live in Eureka, that banner would still be up there. They don't
Even if they didn't follow protocol?
Yes, absolutely. This was political. Come on. Just fix the problem, guys. Seriously, say you're sorry and get it and fix this. And this is a fantastic story. I will keep up to date on this one.
Well, okay. I got a
So that's an easy answer for a public relations company to say, and that they're acting as the PR in this. it's like, oh, right. No. This has nothing to
No,
do with
here's what it is.
politics.
No,
this
but
is,
Mary-
this
Mary
is
got
because the
back to me.
banner was 3 inches too
Well, I
short.
just checked my email. Mary got back to me. Mary LaPlaque.
Mm-hmm.
She is the executive director of communications for the Rockwood School District, the
Yes.
largest school district in the state,
Yes,
by the way.
yes, and we should be proud of them.
And Mary is the one who has secured our interviews with Ty Dennis, who we haven't had on in a
Right.
while. So we appreciate Mary for that. Mary says, no, the district has not shared the information that it sends a negative message to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It was specifically because they didn't follow school protocol. So if I were the Eureka baseball team or the boosters or whoever took the money in to help raise money for the
Yep,
school,
got the
whatever,
money.
go back and do it again.
Yep.
And let us know what happens.
Yeah. Did the
Because
money
there
get
are
returned?
parents who are the ones who are pushing the story on me to find out what can be done.
That's fair.
So I do what I can do. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So now I would say that the ball is back in the court or the ball is back in the dugout of the Eureka High School baseball team.
This is an important story, so here's how we resolve this. Go follow the paper trail, follow the conversations that the person who bought the advertising might have had, and say, is this true? Did this happen? If they say, yeah, that's actually true, it was we did it, we didn't do it by the book, and they're putting it back up, and we've just paid our $2,500 or whatever it is, then everything is good, and I apologize. And if not, I don't apologize.
Well, you asked me to do that, so there you go. Well, guys, we had another story that's going to be interesting. It's one we talked about. Remember, we had Eric Greitens on the show last Friday.
Yep.
He said that there was a conspiracy
Right.
against him. He told this to me in an exclusive interview he did with me Friday night, that his ex-wife only started this jurisdictional case against him, claiming that he was abusive and hit her and hit the kids because it was a hit job by Mitch McConnell and Karl Rove.
Correct.
Breitbart, who is O'Bannon's company. So as a journalist, you got to look at it. Okay, O'Bannon loves Trump's former guy. He loves Greitens. He even referred to him as Commander Greitens in an interview last week. So they had journalists that were out doing a story. Well, now the Gateway Pundit has reported that Karl Rove, for people who don't know, the former chief of staff, George W. Bush's presidency, admitted to journalist John Solomon that he worked with Sheena Greitens for months to create a problem for the former governor in his campaign for the U.S. Senate. He is alleging, John Solomon, that Karl Rove admitted to doing this. Under the worst part of that situation, if indeed true, Rove could face criminal charges for suborning perjury, along with Catherine Linkle. Linkle is the VP of strategy for a DC insider firm run by Mitch McConnell's key lieutenant, Phil Cox. This all according to the Gateway Pundit. This news coming out. This is what Greitens told me in the interview last week. And Greitens' main point was, how could a judge, a mediator, and Sheena herself 2 years ago given me the majority of the custody during the kids' free time if I was the abusive person 2 years even before that, 4 years ago? If I was this horrible abusive person, why would the mother of the children and a court and a mediator all give me the majority of the custody and feel like I was the best person for the boys if I was the abuser?
Yes, because that doesn't matter
That
in
was
the, in
his
the
best
public
point.
opinion.
Whether people agree with Greitens or disagree, that's where it is.
People
So
are not.
This
people,
just came out.
I understand. People are not that savvy to sit down at their kitchen table because you like someone and analytically break stuff down like this. So if Eric Greitens did this 2 years ago and this happened a month ago, wow, things aren't adding up. Eric Greitens right now needs to just forget about all that garbage. I'm telling you, all's fair, Angela, in love, war, and politics. So then that's what you got to understand. He's getting, he's like the Russians are Mitch McConnell, and he's Ukraine. He's
still,
getting shelled right now. He needs to
it's
move
just
past
so
it.
hard for me to think that this journalist, John Solomon, is saying that Karl Rove admitted to him of, quote, working with Sheena Greitens to create a problem for Eric Greitens.
So you don't think that there was a sit down?
I don't know.
To a reporter.
I don't know where. I mean, apparent. But here's the big part about it is this: is that allegedly at a press conference at the U.S. District Court in Washington D.C., the defense attorney Tim Parlator provided definitive proof that Sheena Greitens did meet with the political operative Karl Rove. Allegedly has given evidence over to prove that
It happened. Trust me.
What's
Even
the
if you
quote?
don't
The
think
quote
it
is,
happened.
cause a problem for him? They met, Sheena and him met to cause a problem?
Yeah.
Yes. Because
I
here's
feel
what
like that's semantics at this
Yeah,
point. Like,
Greitens
what was the problem? Like, I know
the
what
reason-
Greitens tells us what the reason is.
Greitens
Right. I know what he
allegation.
says it is. Right. But when you say, like, I admitted we met to cause a problem, that doesn't have to be this particular problem.
No, that's what it is. It's about the U.S. Senate to stop him.
I mean, I know it's to stop him, but it doesn't have to be this whole abuse issue. Like, that could still be real, and this could be a different problem they're trying to cause him. He didn't say, like, we met to make up abuse allegations.
No, there is no other problem. That's the only thing that's the only problem there is.
But we don't know what other kind of problems she could cause. An ex-wife can cause all sorts of problems.
Well, no, but I know. But the issue that is out there is
well,
this
I know
one.
what the issue that is out there is. That's what I'm saying. It feels like a semantics issue.
No, there's not another issue.
But that we know about. That's what I'm trying to say.
If there was
like,
another one, we would know about it because they're trying to get Greitens out of the race ASAP.
And you know what it shows
allegedly.
to me? Not allegedly. Come on.
I always have to say allegedly.
So Eric Greitens is one of those guys, I think, that they feel like if he goes into the Senate, they're not going to be able to control him. That's the
this
difference.
is where it
See
is.
what I
If
mean?
you remember me saying that last week? Greitens said, well, and this is it's not just what Greitens says. I mean, we ran the story. He said if he's elected to that position, the first thing he's going to do is vote out Mitch McConnell.
There you go.
And Mitch McConnell is the establishment, the power man.
Yes.
I know that he's well loved by a lot of people. I know that. I don't know. He rubs me the wrong way.
Who, Mitch or
Eric.
Greitens?
Eric.
Okay.
I mean,
all
he just
spare,
like he just does.
all spare and love and war, man. I'm telling you.
Just rubs me the wrong
right.
way.
Here's the deal: does Greitens have the capability? Does he have the temperament? Does he have the ability to be a senator? That's it. That's all you have to think about right now. Do so many people coming down on him and the shadiness of the whole story and all this? Are you really just tired of it?
Yeah.
And then you go to the guy that
You go to the next
man,
guy
this cat.
who
Yeah.
doesn't have as much drama surrounding his world.
Right.
That you like.
Right. So there's murk, there's mud that you have to
Right.
get to when you start to hear the debates between him and Eric Schmidt and all these.
If we get a debate, we are trying desperately to get everybody to debate, and I hope we get to a point. We have basically been told
it should be mandatory, man.
Listen, the only people we have not heard definitively from that they would debate yet is Greitens.
Oh.
So far. But yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
That's because he's got too much to bring up in a debate. He doesn't want to deal with all that.
All the
probably.
other candidates are willing to debate.
Yeah. Greitens right now needs to be reaching out to 245 KMOX. This show.
He did.
I know, but he
all
needs
of last week, and he gave us the exclusive interview on Fox 2.
I mean, for a debate, he needs to be in public against these cats every single night of the week so that people like you forget about anything that happened.
It's interesting.
The problem is I don't think people like me could forget in debate because I would assume the other guy's going to bring it up.
What's interesting
Like-
in all of this, it's another local story that's a national story. And we seem to have so many of those in St. Louis and the state of Missouri, which is why we bring it up. And in the midst of all of this, the first polling that came out from one service about 2 months ago had Eric Greitens in the lead by 3 percentage points over Eric Schmidt with 17% of the people undecided. So it could still go anyway. Then polling last week showed that Eric Schmidt was up by 3 percentage points over Eric Greitens, that things had changed with about 16% undecided. Then yesterday, this is what's so great about this whole politic issue. Another polling group, Trafalgar Group, shows that Vicky Hartzler has taken the lead.
Who?
Vicky Hartzler. And in that polling, Vicky was leading by a total of 20. She had 24, like 25%. Eric Schmidt was at 24, or excuse me, Eric Greitens was at 24%. And Eric Schmidt was at 22%.
So I was going to, that was going to be my next question.
But with 16.3% undecided.
So that my next question was going to be, it seems like Greitens and Schmidt are like the top two in this category, but could all this drama between like Greitens split their vote
Think
and
about
have
this.
somebody else
Think
come up?
it's like this. Here's an analogy. Want an analogy?
Maybe Gun Guy?
Here's an analogy. If this was Daytona.
I'm interviewing Gun
if
Guy this morning.
If this
Are
was,
you really?
Yeah, well, we reach out to.
I can't wait to hear what Gun Guy has to say.
You know what he's going to say.
I know, but I just want you to tell me what he said.
If this is Daytona.
I'll watch it.
If this is Daytona. Eric Greitens is Jeff Gordon. Eric Schmidt is Jimmy Johnson's crew.
Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, I know he's gone. I know he's gone.
I
But
was going to say he's broadcasting it. I'm
yeah,
confused.
He's the women love Jeff Gordon.
Play-by-play announcing?
Jimmy Johnson's team's always better. And
Okay.
then this
Jimmy
new
Johnson's
this
in a
new,
whole different category now. But
what's the new lady's name running for Senate? What's her name?
Vicky Hartzler.
Vicky Hartzler would be the Danica Patrick. And
None of these people are currently racist.
Vicky
Does he know
actually
that?
has more power than Danica Patrick ever did on Wales.
So Jeff Gordon will lose it in the last turn. Jimmy Johnson will win, and Danica Patrick will come in third place. That's exactly how this whole race is going to go. But the women will still love
From
Jeff
the
Gordon.
from the Facebook. Well, Jimmy Johnson too, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
From the Facebook line, Glenn Thompson says, if the abuse is true, which Sheena alleged in the sworn affidavit, might I remind you of last week, then Sheena perjured herself because she told the custody mediator it was safe for their children to share time with Eric 2 years ago, but her alleged allegations against Crichton occurred 4 years ago.
Do you hear how complicated that gets, though, and how someone like Angela
It's
has
really
to sit
not
at her
that
table
complicated
and
for
go,
the average person.
I know, but Angela's not going to get through that
Angela's
muck.
not the average person.
I think she is. Angela
is well intelligent enough to understand that.
She is, but there's a lot of intelligent women that just guys don't care. Let's be honest in this,
This
room.
becomes a big deal.
Let's be
like,
honest. Let's be honest.
It's not the sex stuff that
It is.
Angela cares about.
Okay.
It is the possibility of the abuse, but now we've moved past all of this.
Yeah.
And what
Bingo.
it is there's so much on this one guy. All these people hate me. I'm both the victim and the best guy in the world. I'm both cocky and the victim, and I just can't with that.
Okay.
Like, so for me, it's like there's just too much on this guy. How can he even do his job if
Well,
he's
that's
going
what
to have
happens in politics. If you
crazy
come out-
ex-wives and crazy ex-girlfriends
when he was the governor,
and whatever?
he came out as the governor and said, "It's my way, the highway. I have no friends here. I'm going to clean up everything." In my
I'm not
opinion,
sure he has friends in life with the way that
Then-
people are coming out.
Then he did the same thing when he offered up his candidacy for the U.S. Senate. He goes, "I'm coming after you." So if you go after the top dog at anything and you call your shot, which is what Greitens has done and has always done, then expect that there's going to be war.
Well, I'm
and
gonna
that's where
say
they're
that
at.
yeah.
for-
And,
for-
war- and when I say war, I mean political war, not to devalue anything that's actually happening in Ukraine.
for the
True.
for just the sake of argument, for me, who you guys all know, politics is not my thing. When I go to vote, that is not going to be my forte. Like, he is not. I'm going to go, "Ugh, this guy.
From the Facebook line, Danica Patrick will wreck.
Isn't that right, Chris?
That's right.
You know that's
She
right.
did.
She did a
A
lot.
few times.
Yes. And she got more endorsements the next day. It was crazy.
Oh, my God.
She picked up an NFL boyfriend.
Yeah, for a while. Who's Danica Patrick dating now, Angela?
They were engaged for a minute, but no, I don't know who she's dating now because she hasn't been relevant in the NASCAR
What?
world.
Danica
and
Patrick was engaged to Aaron Rodgers?
For like,
Yes.
what, 10,
Dude,
how
was
long
it?
has
Yes.
she not been relevant, though?
That's
10
And then
years,
Aaron had
7
another
years?
girlfriend that was like really famous just recently, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
Well, they got back together, didn't
yeah,
they?
she.
I literally don't know enough about it.
Yeah, they're back together.
I thought
They're-
they got back together.
They're working on it, is what they quote said. She's hardcore ultra liberal. He's not, and the
That doesn't work
The
out.
not vax thing
Yes.
kind of ticked her off, and now she's back.
they're trying to work it out because they're two very, as they said, they're two very different people with ideas on life and how to
that
handle
can't
things.
ever work out right. No.
Sure it can.
Guys.
No, opposites attract in that whole
Guys.
song.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, up until a point.
How do you know 1984?
Until she starts
Paula
writing a check.
Abdul?
Right.
How do you know that?
Exactly.
Because she's really good looking, and every girl wanted to be her, right?
Who?
How do you know 1987 Paula Abdul, but you don't know anything else?
No, don't you know what your parents listen to, right?
I got a weird. I actually ran Spotlight for her one night.
Really?
boy.
Was she super nice that day? Was she super
Spotlight
nice?
where? Like on a
She
stage?
was she was touring with who was her boyfriend at the time? It was
Oh, I don't know.
Sheen Martin or one of the Sheen brothers, like
Charlie
Charlie?
Sheen?
Charlie Sheen or something like that.
Yeah, he's been quiet for a long time.
I can't remember.
Was
who it
she nice?
Or
Did you meet
Emilio
her?
Estevez.
I
Maybe
have
it was
questions.
Emilio. I don't remember.
Was she nice? Did you meet her?
She was in and out.
Oh,
Yeah.
She was lip syncing. It was the first concert I ever
bet
saw.
she was.
It was the first concert where I saw she didn't sing anything. She just lip synced the whole time.
oh.
All right, that's the first
Like
hour.
lip, like
Fastest
like
2
Vic does
hours.
on news every
Ahead
night.
of her time, she was.
Vic lip syncs every night. You should do that one night.
Yep. Like,
Have a totally different
like
voice,
a,
and
no,
he just
like
does that.
like a TikTok video.
Yeah.
I promise we'll get into to DeSantis down in Florida. AOC, she says the Democrats are in serious trouble at the midterms.
You think?
She's not happy. We'll tell you which governor signed legislation barring any transgender females from playing sports in his state. Eric, there's justice from Portland from the riots of this 2 summers ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's paying?
Somebody.
Joe
No. There's actually someone that's been put in jail for a long time over his parts in it. And Fauci, we didn't get the chance to finish it up yesterday, now saying he doesn't know if lockdowns, well, maybe never know if lockdowns work or don't work.
They didn't. Let me.
Wait, he said we're never going to know?
We'll talk about it when we come back.
We got to get to the break.
Science confusing, says Fauci.
More after this.
Edge Morning Traffic.
I-70, 64, and 364 drivers on the move in St. Charles County. There is a stalled vehicle 370 westbound. That's past Highway 94 on the right shoulder. And some delays continue in Richmond Heights, traveling 6440 eastbound and in and around 170. If you are headed over to Lambert International Airport anytime before noon today, give yourself some added time if you're doing pickups or drop-offs at Terminal 1. Crews are closing up one of the double lanes on Lambert International Boulevard. And a tap of the brakes right now in North St. Louis County, 270 eastbound, just east of the Inner Belt. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Compass Health Network seeks to expand its clinical team. Sign-on bonuses are available. $4,000 for SUD counselors and licensed therapists. $3,000 for nurses. Compass Health is offering these to professionals to work in our substance use and emergency mental health crisis services. Compass Health provides excellent training, a competitive salary, safe work environment, and great benefits. Visit careers.compasshealthnetwork.org and apply today. Compass Health Network. Inspire hope. Promote wellness.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Wake up. The Edge Morning Show.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like making dishwashing easier with this KitchenAid dishwasher, complete with third-level rack and a Pro Wash cycle that adapts to each load. Enjoy savings on top-rated appliances online, in-store, or on the Home Depot app. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid February 10th through March 2nd, 2022. Free delivery applies to orders of $396 or more.
Viper weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray as we come to the end of March, but it feels more like winter. It's windy and cold today. Bundle up, especially if you're going to be out in the wind. There'll be some rain showers squirting by from time to time. Also some sloppy, wet snowflakes anytime during the day today. Now, 45 for the high. So obviously, if we got any wet snowflakes, it's no big deal. But if you're out in the wind, it's going to feel much colder than that. Why I'm expecting some wet snowflakes around from time to time with the showers? Because the upper atmosphere is quite cold, well below freezing. Some of those flakes could make it all the way to the ground. Tonight, clearing skies. It's a cold night with a light freeze towards morning, 30 degrees. Friday, April 1st, sunshine still cool, 59 degrees. Saturday, changeable skies, couple of showers around. Let's focus on the morning, 62 for the high. I think we'll see a little more sunshine working through Saturday afternoon. On Sunday, partly sunny and 62 degrees. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. 9:01's our time on the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. You're here on the Edge, on the morning Edge, 3:31, March 31st. All right, a triple shooting near St. Louis University leaves 2 dead and another person injured. According to a spokesperson for the St. Louis Police Department, shooting happened at 3 a.m. in the 4000 block of Laclede Avenue, located in the Central West End neighborhood. Police are still looking for 3 suspects. All of them are dressed in black. Residents in the area, including SLU students, have been asked to avoid the areas. Still, yeah, sad. Right there in the Central West End. Also, the Missouri Highway Patrol says they have a wake-up call for drivers, especially those in St. Louis County. They're reporting a 15-year high in traffic fatalities from 2021. 4 of the worst crash zones are in St. Louis County. For the first time since 2006, Highway Patrol reported more than 1,000 traffic fatalities for a calendar year in 2021. And so far in 2022, guess what? We're outpacing that number by 7.5%. A little bit scary. New technology has allowed St. Louis County Police to break through a case, actually St. Louis Police, a 32-year-old mystery. They were able to figure out who the identity of a body was. Detective Heather Sabin from St. Louis Police answered the 32-year-old mystery. Very, very bizarre. You can read more about that on our fox2now.com Facebook page. From sports last night, as we continue to get through this, the Blues were victorious. That's 2 in a row, both over Vancouver. 4-3 was your final. They get back to action tomorrow night as they continue their Western Canada road trip in Edmonton. The Cardinals scored 29 runs yesterday in a spring training game. 29 runs. They beat the Nationals 29-8. They were playing a high school team. No, I'm kidding. You would have thought so. USA men's soccer team last night lost to Costa Rica 2-0, but they didn't play all their starters because all they had to do was not lose by 5 goals and they would advance. The United States World Cup qualifiers for the first time since 2014. Congratulations to U.S. men. That World Cup will take place in November. Let's look at your morning news and sports. I'm Vic Faust.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
All right, we got some birthdays for you. Eric left the room, and I really needed him for this. It's Angus Young. I wanted to know if you guys knew who he was. I figured Eric would. You know who he is? AC/DC. That is correct. The original member of AC/DC. He is 67 years old today. Al Gore is 74. That rhymed, and that made me happy. Christopher Walken. Everybody loves Christopher Walken, right?
He's amazing.
79 years old today. Shirley Jones. Eric, you know who Shirley Jones is?
The Brady Bunch.
Partridge Family.
Close.
She is 88 years old today.
Eric, you should have known that. That's your time period.
And Richard Chamberlain is also 88 today. Gordie Howe would be celebrating a birthday if he wasn't already passed. But I do have some entertainment news.
Go.
What
so,
happened?
Eric Church has been on his Gather Again tour. You guys know because I told you when he stopped here in St. Louis. I was there. He's taking a lot of heat. He's taking a lot of heat because
You're still posting pictures of it, aren't you?
I'm not still posting pictures of it. I only had like 3 photos from that day.
No, you were up close and personal.
I was up close, but I only posted 3 photos. My story that night. Anyway, so he's taking a lot of heat. He has canceled his concert for this Saturday in San Antonio, Texas.
Again?
He canceled it.
Another
because,
one? Is this another one?
No, this is because North Carolina is taking on Duke in the Final Four. And this is what he said to his fans. And this is why his fans are mad. This Saturday, my family and I will be going to stand together to cheer on the Tar Heels as the team makes its way to the Final Four. As a lifelong Carolina fan, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he goes on to say, this is also the most selfish thing I've ever asked the church choir to do.
Goodbye.
Anyway, he's canceled the tour, so you've got...
Where's Luke Bryan?
People are messaging.
Shake it for me, girl.
It's
Shake
so
it for
bizarre
me.
because you've got half his church choir that's like, he's a fan like us. This is his job. He can take off work.
He's a moron.
And then you have other half of the church choir that is out vacation days. They're out money.
Yeah, talk about the people in San Antonio.
For a flight.
That's who you
They're-
talk about.
They're out hotels. They're out travel expenses. Eric has a giant group of people who do travel from tour to tour. I literally know a lady who lives very close to me who I think has been on 50 so far this tour of concert dates. So there's a big group of people who travel to go see him.
Is he paying for his staff?
I am sure he's paying for his staff, but I don't know about the staff that would normally get money, like, the beer vendors and that sort of thing.
No, he's not. Of course
I don't
he's
know
not.
what's going on with
No,
all
he
that.
canceled
but
it all.
It is a very interesting thing because so many
This
people have
isn't
tagged me.
interesting. This
sucks.
is easy.
What a moron.
Dirks Bentley's joke band kind of went after, not went after him, but kind of did a little dig and did their own, we have to cancel our show. Wade Davis, also a country singer, did the same thing. And there's a comedian that came out and said, Eric, I will play for free there. I will do my show for free
Who's
there.
the comedian?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you got to let us know who these people are.
I
We give
know,
them credit.
I know. I wasn't prepared for you to ask me that question. He was some guy I never heard of before, but it's just a fun fact. I did see people earlier in the show say they were not going to go see Eric anymore. So
But
I
yesterday
thought I would
you
bring it up
told
today.
us, or at least you gave me the opinion you didn't like what he was doing.
I
Man,
can see both sides of it, but
No,
as a
you
person,
cannot see both sides
as a
of it.
human who has never missed a day of work except for to go to a different job,
Exactly.
I couldn't do that, and I can't fathom. And I know I'm so sorry because I know a bunch of his team listens to this
No,
show.
screw his team.
But
Chris.
I will say,
Get to the damn stage, you
I will
fool.
say that you guys know I love you. However, I would feel so bad about those people that are missing time off and had planned.
What about the vendors? How
These
about the-
tickets went on
Yeah.
sale
Yeah.
over a year
Yeah, that's
ago.
the problem. Let the musician speak. Eric
Over
has
a
traveled the
year
world as a
ago.
musician. Eric, please weigh in.
I mean, Guns N' Roses, when they want to take nights off all the damn time, and he still shows up to shows. Eric Church is a puss. I'm sorry, man. You have a tour.
He's not a puss. He's selfish.
He's selfish puss.
He admits he's
a
selfish in
selfish
his
He is
thing.
puss.
entitled. He's another one of these
No,
entitled
I've never
celebrities.
heard of any body doing this.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I mean,
so, like, I know, like, prior to the pandemic, he had a rough 5 years. He had some medical problems. His brother
forget
passed,
all
blah,
that.
blah,
It
blah.
means not.
Yeah,
stop trying
why are you defending
because
this guy?
this is why.
Wow.
I had your guys' side until I talked to like
no,
a bunch of people who are like, you don't know what's going on in his life, and I don't.
What about the
I don't
40
know what's going on.
What about
what's
the
going
40
about all the other people's lives that are going on that they
Well,
need
that's who
to-
I feel bad
Yeah.
for.
What
So
about
people
the
who have
40
lost their money.
What about the 45?
Let's hear Eric. Eric,
Yeah.
you're the only guy in this room that can
and
give
Chris
the best.
too. Chris can weigh in on this. He's around a bunch of nationals, but it's a
If
lot.
people want to go follow him after he did this, that's up to them.
Yeah, exactly.
If he took your money and you're fine with it, then you deserve what you get.
Yeah, you know what?
But I think we know what Eric Church is all about. He cares more about Tar Heel basketball than he does his fans.
You don't do that in country music.
I was surprised by that because I'm a sports fan, and I still was shocked by the fact.
You know what you
it's
do?
not the person I knew. The person I knew was very loyal.
Let's hear Eric.
I just think that this is easy to fix. Okay, we got the Tar Heels, and who's the other team they're playing?
It would be Duke.
Okay,
And-
Tar Heels
yeah,
and
and New
Duke.
Orleans.
I need 10 screens backstage. They all need to be hooked up to a satellite. We're gonna have
Exactly.
beer. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna be a party.
Oh,
As a
no.
matter of fact, call the radio station, and it's gonna be a Duke and Tar Heels
Oh, no,
party
Eric,
backstage.
in this day and age of entitlement.
Entitlement.
And
Wow.
I deserve this
So-
and I deserve that. I mean, what's
To-
new? I mean, we
Screw
saw
you, fans.
we saw entitlement
Yeah.
at the
Every
Academy
s-
Awards,
Yeah.
and we see an entitlement with Eric Church.
Every
Unfortunately,
single
life has
hotel in
changed.
that area is going to be sold out because of that show.
To your point, every time that the Tar Heels were playing before he played a concert, he would not come out until after
That's
that
fine.
game was over.
Well, then
That's
why
fine.
So
did,
people
then
were
why,
talking
I'm
about
cool with that.
Then
I'm
why,
good.
Then
I'm good.
why?
I'm
then
good.
why didn't he not plan a concert until after he knew if the Tar Heels
and
were
that is a
gonna be
lot. What a
playing?
lot of people
It's
have
the
taken that
only
stance.
point.
Yeah, that's a lot of people
Yeah,
have taken
be
that
real.
stance.
Yeah,
Tar Heels and Duke are going to make it
this is a
far.
black. This is a black and white issue. There's no gray
I
area.
mean, I really kind of do agree with you guys.
Don't respect the guy. No, I never did. But
Well,
I mean,
I was gonna say you.
yeah, I wasn't on his
you
train
weren't
ever.
on his
I didn't
team
even know
to
who he
begin with.
was. I mean, my God, I'm not trying to be
He
mean.
built his whole
I'm not trying
career
to be
though
mean.
off of like, I love my fans. My fans are my people. I will do anything for my fans. I'm loyal to my fans. And this hit a lot of people. So there's a lot of memes. Eric is known for flicking off the audience in part of the show.
Well, so is Eric Kid Rock.
Well,
so
right,
what?
right. But there's a lot of what I'm saying. You have to finish the sentence. There's a lot of memes now that have that picture, and it's like, yeah, f you, fans. That's
But
what I
here's
have
the
to
point,
say.
though.
It's not bad.
Let's break it down to the bare minimum here. If you liked Eric Church, you're probably going to still like him.
I don't think so, man.
Let me finish though.
If you're that
And
much of a
here's-
fanatic and you got
but
dissed
here's
that
why.
hard.
Let me finish. If you liked him before, you're probably still going to like him, unless you're a fan in San Antonio. So he felt like, okay, I'm going to screw over San Antonio fans. The only people who are getting screwed over were his fans and some of the ones who traveled.
Yeah, the
that
traveling
paid-
ones are the ones that are
that,
most mad.
That paid money to go and do it. So if you paid money and you lost money, then you should know who Eric Church is. He doesn't care about you. He's not a good guy. And move on with life.
But that's country music, babe. There's nothing talented about that band or country music. So it's all.
Well, now I'm going to have to argue against you.
He's talented.
The talented thing that's no, he's
it's
very
country music for
talented.
God's
He's
sakes,
a
people.
superstar in
He's
country
very
It's
music.
a step up from the blues.
No, he's
okay,
he's
I
a
mean
superstar.
seriously.
He's a
The
superstar.
talent,
Is
the
he?
talent. We're not arguing about the talent. We're arguing about
Enti-
is this a good thing,
Yeah.
or are you too entitled that
Eric,
you
he's super
can
talented.
take off?
Is he?
Yes.
Are you disregarding all of your?
He's considered a superstar.
You mean like
Eric.
the abstract artist that just put the black dot in the middle
No.
of a white canvas and
No.
say that's talent?
That's not. him.
No.
Look at how talented this
So
guy
it's
is.
mostly the
Whatever.
traveling fans of the men,
All
but
right.
I thought I'd bring it up because it
Look,
was.
So that
on our
was a
Facebook
long
feed.
birthdays entertainment
Yes.
segment today.
Man, I would be pissed. I'm trying to think of someone that I really would. Let me think about this for a second. Well, first of all, it's the bigness of the show. It's not like a band coming through St. Louis and playing the pageant and only having 500
It's in
tickets
the round.
sold.
He's in the
in
round.
the round,
Right.
So you have to put that into the equation. This isn't like your favorite local band playing at Salvatore's here in St. Charles and going,
Right.
"Oh, we're taking the night off because Duke and the Tar Heels are." No, this is an arena. This is a tour bus. This is a 45-year-old soccer mom that's serving beer that relies on that $300 in tips that night. Multiply that times 20 or 40 or whatever it is. I mean, this is a lot of stuff that he's just decimated that.
He did. And you know what? Another national story that's going on like that, when you talk about fans and loving something, or are you going to change your actions or not? Disney. Disney has made it very clear that they've jumped on what people will use the term woke. They are 100% against Governor DeSantis signing the Don't Say Gay bill, which we've talked about several times on this show.
Yeah.
Videos have been leaked from Disney executives about we're not going to jump in and protect maybe conservative values, things of that nature. We are going to have a very progressive agenda here at Disney. Hey, they're entitled to do that. They're business owners. They want to do that. DeSantis coming out and saying that he's going to protect Florida and Floridians and all businesses there from what he sees as, quote, I'm not going to let our state be hijacked by a bunch of California corporate executives. Of course, Disney being in California, and then you have in Walt Disney World in Florida. It's a national story, very huge in Florida, but a national story. Same thing. Will you not take your kids to Disney because of hearing now what Disney's doing? And Disney isn't just straddling the fence. They've jumped on the side of the the actors of Hollywood, of the pundits who are totally against the, quote, Don't Say Gay bill, which, once again, is not teaching kids in kindergarten, first grade, and second grade about transgender issues and sexual issues, not until they're older.
This is simple. A self-inflicted wound. Walt Disney is wanting to become woke for some reason. I don't know what the reason is.
Walt Disney's dead.
I mean, Disney World or Disneyland. They're both these places.
I'm just telling you, that man, don't put that man, he didn't do this.
It's a California company. They're trying to invoke their views onto Florida for whatever reason, because there's two kids at the park that want to be transgendered. And they don't even know if they're transgendered or not, probably. So they're trying to be woke. Here's the deal.
And I haven't even gotten to the main point of this. There's another big point what Disney did too, Eric.
Look, the thing about Disney that's fascinating, if you want to really research Disney, it's not about the animation so much. It's not about the money that they make. It's about the brand. They are a brand. They're the gods of branding. And now they're going to be branding themselves as woke, as shown on the video. They're branding themselves as woke. You can't say boys and girls.
That's what I was getting to.
Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls of all ages.
Disney has decided to cancel any gender language specific for boys and girls in park greetings because they say they don't want to offend anybody and they're trying to be, quote, inclusive. Quote, we've provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to do that. So now they know it's hello, everyone. Hello, friends. It's not boys and girls.
So how does it work with the princes and princesses that they've made over the last 70 years?
Parkgoers will no longer hear the terms ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It'll be hello, everyone.
Who kisses the princess to wake her up? Oh, I'm sorry, I said princess. Who kisses the chick laying down on the bed to wake her up?
Chick.
Oh, damn. Who kisses the person in the blue dress to wake it up?
There you go.
A prince? A former frog.
There have been employees that
Also
have
true.
There have been employees who've walked off the job because of moral issues, saying this is wrong to do to kids. It's wrong to put this out there.
Yes.
So they walked off the job. So they're trying to fill those jobs right now as well. It is interesting because.
But to your point, parents are still going to take their kids to.
Are you going to stop or not?
Disney.
Are you going?
They are. Keep going.
Thank you.
They are.
That's my point.
But the brand is being messed with.
Walt
Disney, who was alive at one time,
right,
invented these two characters, Minnie and Mickey, and they basically carried the brand for 80 years.
He's the CEO, Bob Chapek. He didn't take a position on all of these things that were going on. He tried to stay quiet, but then here's the thing. A few voices were starting to call him out. So then he said, fine, I'll start to contribute millions of dollars to LGBTQ causes.
Yeah. Wasn't it, I don't know the story totally, but I thought that they tried to mess with the brand back in the 50s or 60s with the acid trip thing.
Yeah,
with the acid trip thing with Fantasia. And that's
acid trip?
Yeah, they go watch the movie Fantasia sometime. Yeah. And that they were really trying to get into this new Disney thing, and it screwed up everything so bad that they were like stopped it immediately and went right back to the Disney the Minnie and Mickey. That's when I think of Disney, I think of Minnie and Mickey.
But there's a couple things that really go into this. As I said, most things in life are not just surface issues. They're deeper. They say Disney wants to repeal the Don't Say Gay bill. They want it. They say, quote, our goal
There is no Don't Say Gay bill. It's ridiculous. And you know what's creepy about Disney? Here's what's creepy about Disney. Did you ever remember talking any kind of personal life sex with your teacher at kindergarten to third grade? Do you ever remember your teacher coming in and going, man, did I have a good night last night with my boyfriend? Woo, he came over and we're straight.
We talked about this. It probably shouldn't be brought up in school. It has no bearing on an education.
I just found this out yesterday. This bill is kindergarten to third grade. This is not kindergarten to high school.
This is what DeSantis is saying. See, first of all, what I was saying is Disney says, we're dedicated to standing up for the rights and safety of LGBTQ plus members of the Disney family. That's great, as well as the LGBTQ plus community in Florida and across the country. That's one thing. The bill has nothing to do with going against LGBTQ plus. It's the age at which kids learn.
Yeah.
That's what the bill is trying to stop.
I would imagine it could say...
So then people can fill in on whatever side of the fence
Please
they want
don't bring up bondage and any kind of S&M stuff to the kindergartens to the third grade as well. It could say that as well. How about that? Let's just throw everything in there. Let's please not mess with the kid's head from kindergarten to third grade about what you might do as an adult. How about that?
Okay, so I 100% agree with you because I never remember a teacher... Like when you saw the teacher at the grocery store.
No gag balls in school, please.
When I saw the teacher at the grocery store, I was shocked that the teacher existed outside of the school.
Yes.
However, apparently, and I haven't been in the teaching world a while, they've been trying to connect with their students more. So they have a photo, like the lady has a photo with her husband.
Right.
And so there is this one particular teacher who's been the most outspoken, who's like, does that mean that I'm not allowed to have a picture of me and my partner on my desk?
Sure, you can.
Because kids might be like, who is that?
Sure you can. I don't think that's what this law has to do with it all. If it's in a textbook, if it's in an itinerary, a curriculum, do not do it. But if you have a picture and your kid and Melissa walks up as a kindergarten, goes, who's that?
Right.
And you say, you know what, that's my partner. That's who I live with. Do you like her? Yes, I like her very much. Now get back to your seat and write some A, B's, and C's. Go.
Exactly. That's how it should be. You stick to it, and if the kid has a question, he goes and you can talk to the principal. You can talk to your parents.
Yep.
And parents address it at home.
And they're exposed to it enough.
Start at home.
They're exposed to it enough to where they can ask their parents if they want to. And they can ask your teacher, too. There's nothing in this law that says you can't talk to Mrs. Williams about the same-sex picture on the desk. It just says keep it out of the damn classroom.
Yeah, it is. And this is a good point by John Parker. I just looked down at the Facebook line. Disney, ESPN are both owned by ABC, large enough corporation not to care about conservative values. They will get in line with the way the world is changing. And they are entitled to do that. They're a company, which is why I started from the get-go. Are you going to speak with your morals? Are you going to speak with your values or your ideas and beliefs? Your, keyword being your beliefs, and not support them and not give them your money?
Man, if I was a
because
CEO...
in life, you can do these things. It's not easy, but how much does something mean to you for your values? Because in life, we've gotten to the point where we want everything. We want our cake. We want to eat it too. We want to be comfortable. We want to be happy. We want everything to be joyful.
Yeah.
And we'll reason this away. Really? How much does something mean to you?
It
It's your
also
turn
seems
to
like,
decide.
Again, I didn't really pay attention until recently, but it does seem like liberals tend to rally together to not support businesses that go against them more than conservatives do.
So they're more in danger of being woke.
Well, sometimes,
right?
But
not
I've
awaked,
seen that change.
but woke.
I've seen that change in recent times. But here's the other thing you have to be careful of: those groups also get more national media attention than the groups that are going against them do, because the groups that are going against, they don't get a sniff of national media unless it's on.
I see that point.
Unless it's on Fox, Newsmax.
Yeah.
What's the other station? Oh, what's the O station?
OAN.
OAN, and maybe News Nation. Next Start, News Nation.
I see that point. I see your
that,
point.
because you won't hear those. You won't see the protesters. You won't see that, and
I
that's
always
what
look at
sucks. And that's
companies
what's
like
driven
this.
me crazy. And I can speak to this, and nobody can tell me I'm wrong because I've been in the business 25 years, and I see it. That's why I always fight for both sides or every side to have their voice, and no more extra coverage for one side compared to the other.
I always think of it like this, and I wonder about it because the other shoe hasn't dropped yet, okay? I always like a CEO of a company or
Disney
board of
owns
directors.
ESPN, ABC, Lifetime, History, FX.
A board
that
of
Rob
directors
is helping John.
A board of directors. You're going to be Dixie chicked. Was it worth it to bring up and slam George Bush overseas, Dixie chicks, and lose a decade of your career? Was that worth it? Was that worth it? Because why even bring it up? Why just say, you know what, a lot of stuff going. Why does Disney have to be? Actually, they're ridiculous because they don't make any sense. They're just trying to be on the woke side, and they have a lot of things they have to resolve now, Vic. They have to figure out how in the theme park you're not going to say princess, how you're not going to say king, how you're not going to say prince.
No, they're not
how
going
you're
to
not
stop
going to say
Eric. They're not going to stop.
Pinocchio was a little boy,
Eric,
wasn't he?
They're not going to say.
Yes, they are. They have to resolve it somehow.
They're not going to say you can't say no. They'll continue to say princess.
Really?
They're
Absolutely.
just not going to say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They're going to say friends of all ages.
Eric, there's no way to go down this path and do it 100%.
Fans,
we
right
know
behind you, Fox News. Fans to Disney, quit going woke. But
you're watching Fox News.
That's the lower third.
That's Fox News.
Vic works for a Fox News.
Yeah, we have nothing, but here's
a different Fox.
And you'll show up at places around the area. There are some people, oh my God, I totally want to talk to you. And they'll treat you better because they think you're Fox National. And then there's other people that will treat you like total crap because they think you are Fox National.
Do you want to hear a crazy stat?
And that happened. I was at a good friend of mine's. He was hosting a party for a friend who was going to run for office. And it was a Democratic get together.
Right.
And someone introduced me. Oh, you work for Fox. She's like, I'm not talking to you. And she literally turned around, stuck her nose up and walked away.
Okay.
This was
NBC could be the same thing.
55, 60-year-old woman.
NBC, I'm sure
And my
Mike
friend goes,
Bush gets the same thing.
I've never seen her do that. And it was just because
It's a visceral thing. You're right. We're so we're polarized right now. But you want to hear an amazing stat?
Six Flags is woke too, according to Danny. I would love an example of how.
Yeah, I would love an example of how, because everything I've just heard about Six Flags, especially recently, is that they're really going out of their way to be inclusive to like children with autism and things like that. So I would love to know what the.
But that's different than.
Well, yeah, that's why. But that's good. That's wonderful. I think that is the best thing they could have done.
Absolutely.
So I want to know exactly what them going woke thing.
Yeah, we
is
always like
because-
examples.
Yeah, I need
Absolutely.
an example.
Do you want to hear an amazing stat I just found out? How many people in the country do you think are LGBTQ?
It's a very, very, very,
No,
very,
just
very
if
minuscule
you-
percentage. I know. I heard the
What do you
stat.
think, Angela?
I would guess 35%.
35%.
Angela, are you?
That would be my guess.
Angela's from Webster.
I'm guessing 35. Yes, I am from Webster. Originally from Webster. That's true.
Like 1 to 2%
less.
Yeah,
It's
low.
It's a 0.75%.
Now that is actually very surprising
because
to me.
the squeaky wheel gets the oil, Angela. It's happening.
Well, I mean, and I think going to Webster does have something to do with that. I went to Webster High School. That was, trendy before it was trendy, if you will.
Yeah, 1%. Let you. We'll
It's
give the benefit
over-
of that.
it's
1%.
over- it's over representation.
Yet look at all the headlines that are out there right now, including so much so where you have governors now making rules. If, for example, I told you earlier, the governor, Doug Ducey, signed into legislation, Arizona governor, that it bans transgender participation in sports. If you are a biological boy, you cannot go participate in biological girl sports. The state of Arizona.
This is the first step of what needs to happen. Now, I'll say this in Angela's defense, because I know she's going to come in and blast me in a second here. In Angela's defense, I will say this. Some form of athletics needs to be put together for transgendered peoples. Transgender women that think that they're men, and transgender men that think they're women.
Eric, the problem is there's not enough people.
Okay.
That's
It's like the
problem.
Special Olympics.
And guess
It's
what?
like the Special
and
Olympics.
Eric, even at this rate, there won't be enough for 30 years to have competitions because there's not enough people to participate and have legitimate sports competitions. That's the problem. Maybe if it's an individual sport,
something needs
you could have 2 or 3 in an area compete.
Yeah.
That's for transgender people. That's the problem that you have right now.
Yeah.
There's not enough. And you brought up the stat of the day.
Yeah.
It's less than 1% of the country.
I'm actually really surprised by that.
Well, no, the surprising part is that Angela and myself and you before you hear that stat, you're like,
Angela didn't mean that. She was just throwing a figure out.
No.
I really
Vic, I thought it was.
think it was close to 30.
When I was asked the question, I thought it was 20%.
30% of society was transgender.
I thought it was 20. I thought it was 20.
Do you
I
know
guessed
how
20.
many people I know just in the working world that I've worked in that are either transgender or whatever? Yeah.
When I was in high school football, I remember the kids. They wanted desperately to be on the field. They were the Rudies, and they were like 114 pounds. They might have been 5'2". And you knew that they were never going to get on the damn football field. I always felt sorry for them because it's like there has to be a place for these guys to go to play football. Maybe a high school football team that was like for the little kids, right? That's the same thing, man. Men cannot go and play against women because they will physically. It's not a bad thing. It's the way God made people. They have to be able to have a team where they can go and participate against
Eric,
each other, but I don't know how to fix that.
That's what you always come up. This is what has to happen. And guess what?
Look, I just said that Ducey did the right thing making that law.
There is zero way to fix this.
I think come on, we can be smarter than
Eric,
that. We can
really?
fix it.
What are you going to do
fix it.
right now? What are you going to do today? You don't have a plan. You come up with, hey, this needs to be done, but you never have a plan. There's no plan, Eric.
It's easier
and you know
to say what you can't do and say, we'll start from there.
And it's easier to say that when you don't have a plan.
We'll put a benchmark together,
Eric,
and then we'll start from there.
There's nothing you can do today because you don't. I'm using your own point. There are not enough transgender athletes in high school to have it.
How about this?
You need to have enough, and you don't have it.
I got it.
What
about this? I got it. Why not have, instead of you're playing for the Francis Howell transgenders? No, listen to me.
The Francis Howell transgender.
Yeah,
First of all, you don't say transgender.
What do you say?
You say transgender people.
Transgender people.
So you need to know how to properly to talk to
Come
the
on,
people.
man. That's semantics right now.
No, it's not semantics.
Okay.
You talk to a transgender person and you call them transgenders.
Yes.
They get upset. They say that I had.
As they should. It's like people with disabilities used to be.
You say
called,
transgender
Well,
people.
we're all just learning right now, okay? We're all just, and I'm trying to come up with a solution. But so here's my solution. You ready? Ready? Get rid of the high school affiliation with kids that want to play against each other, and you put together teams of kids that are in high school. So you don't play against Francis Howell versus
but you're missing the point.
Fort Zumwalt.
You're not taking the transgender people's feelings into account.
What
That's
does that
the
mean?
problem. Meaning you need to. Why should we be different and treated different than others?
Well,
so
why
if you
should
go
you
down
go
the
to
slippery slope?
Oh, man.
Eric, I'm just telling you how it. If you were, this is why. Hey, I love your passion for it, but there is an A to B, B to C connection. Yeah, I'm going to do this great for you, and they'll be like, and transgender people say, well, why can't we participate for a high school? That's not fair. And then you have to do something within the high school rank.
Come on, Chris.
I'm just telling you how it is in the world where you actually have to go
Stop
and
being
learn.
a puss.
Yeah.
Jump in.
Do we still want to be on the radio tomorrow?
So I'm just saying that you can't have a 6'4" kid that has pretty big muscles going against girls in Greco wrestling.
Yes, you're looking at it from a surface area. Absolutely.
So you got to start there, right? Let's just
somewhere.
We
But
have
Eric,
to start
Eric,
there.
Before we can start, you have to have enough people to do it.
But there are going to be enough kids in the region, and it could be a high school.
Now you're talking about the region.
That's what I'm saying,
Eric. There may not even There's so many things. Yes, it would.
Help
be
me
nice.
out, Angela.
It would be nice to have something.
You know
for
what?
everybody.
Here's an example. There was a high school that I went to.
But
that didn't have.
we're way past
I understand this. Hold on.
We're like 8
They
minutes
didn't
past break.
have enough people to be part of the hammer throw, and this kid wanted to be a hammer thrower. Bad because he saw it on the Olympics.
Yeah, and you're going back
and he
about
couldn't
20,
do
30
it.
years again now.
Oh, Jesus.
Times have changed.
Angela,
Eric.
help me out.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. My mother texted me.
About me being right.
No,
go to break.
she texted me and said, go easy on Eric Church because you don't know what's in his life, and go easy on Eric Greitens because I like him.
And go easy on Eric Johnson because
she did
he's
not
correct.
say that, so I'll wait and see if I
We
get
gotta
that
take a
third
quick break.
text.
We'll continue this great conversation after the break. Eric Johnson. You're listening to the Eric Johnson Show. This is Eric Johnson all the time.
You
Eric
hear
Johnson.
that, Chris? You hear that, Chris?
Eric Johnson.
Let's just call it Eric Johnson and Friends.
Eric
Chris,
Johnson and Friends.
I need an open.
Eric Johnson and the fill-ins. Coming back with more. Right after this, you're listening to The Edge of fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. Oh, what a day. You know what we do here. Thanks again for making this the greatest radio station. It really is in the radio show. We'll be back with more right after this. Time is 9:33.
Oh, man.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell. Because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444. dryoureyes.com.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. 9:37 is the time. It's the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. You know what we do? There's nothing like us. It's why we're the most original, arguably one of the best when it comes to talk radio, because we cover everything. We jump from topic to topic. We bring it. We're honest. We separate the fact from the fiction, give you our life experiences, but more importantly, we want yours. Jump in on the Facebook line, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show as always. Let people know what we're doing. And of course, you can catch us, stream us at viperrocks.com. Once again, viperrocks.com. We're also on that thing called YouTube, The Morning Edge.
Oh,
yeah.
We always forget about the YouTube.
No, it's there. Some people watch us there, but people can listen to us in a variety of spots. And the radio app, TuneIn, which is what we were told the other day people listen to us at. And if people want to give us a call and talk to Angela, the phone number is 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. Todd Bodaker says, when is the first transgender man going to step into the MMA octagon with a woman? That's a problem. And he says get his arse kicked.
That's a problem.
Well, we'll see. Donna says, what's next? Pretending to be a cartoon character. Rosalind says, anyone who calls what God calls evil good is in huge trouble.
Isn't it back in the day? Did you ever read On Walden's Pond, or do you ever read Thoreau or anything like that? The Transcendentalist. Human beings are trying to transcend what they have and live. It seems like in this life right now, we're trying to fit a lot of square pegs through a lot of round holes. That people are making things way too complicated. Would you agree with that? Back in Walden's day,
once again, okay.
No, I'm just saying. It's the guy on Walden's Pond guy. He came from the urban environment, went to the woods, and found bliss and happiness because life simplified. And I think that right now we're over complicating life. Maybe it's a time that a man and a woman can just be a man and a woman.
Oh.
And if you don't want to do that, don't do it. Just simplify this life, because it's going to start to spiral out of control. And
I'm
then
going to
you're
blow
going to
your mind in a second, Eric.
Blow it now.
I'm sorry. That was just funny.
Angela, are you familiar with furries?
Yes.
The term furries?
Yes, I am familiar with the term furries.
Can you tell Eric what furries are? And then I'm going to tell you what's happening in some local high schools.
Cannot wait.
This is, Eric, are you sure? You got your coffee, water, or whatever?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
So furries are people who dress in like giant mascot costumes, and they don't take off their heads, and then they meet up to have the sex.
What?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
So you don't
And they
even
have
know what
all
they
these-
look like.
They have all these furry
How do you know
conventions.
about that,
They have all
Angela?
these furry, because we used to joke with the guy who used to be Louie.
He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's a doozy.
Yeah,
I was curious.
we used to joke with the former Louie. Anyway, so they and they
Really?
have these conventions all over the world where furries come and congregate so they can meet other furries, because there's not a whole lot of furries, but there are.
So
furries.
is it just to meet up and have sex?
No. It's not just that.
It's a
There
cocktail
are-
first and then the
No.
sex. How do you have a cocktail with the damn furry
Yeah, I
head
know,
on?
straws.
Right.
I don't understand how you
They
do
suck
that.
on straws.
Don't you have to take
Um,
that thing off to have your drink?
Did you see
straws.
Fred Bird? She's really
Straws.
ugly.
Okay, but there are also now.
I wouldn't want to be with the Philly fanatic. Let's just
No.
put it that way.
Hell no.
I think the Philly fanatic is cute.
No, he's not.
Let's not talk about cute mascots.
NASA did a
Especially
study,
the-
and he's
yeah.
not.
Okay.
It's
There
on,
are
it's
also
on
high s-
Wikipedia.
there are
Hold
also
on, Vic is gonna blow
high
our
school-
mind.
No, we already did the furry.
Oh,
there
that
are
was the blowing
high
mind.
and high schoolers now associate and quote identify as being furries.
What?
I was also
What high
told.
school?
Well, I was told the Rockwood School District now has special designated areas for.
Well, they need to
furries.
pay them teachers
Come on, we
less.
got to call Rockwood.
Wait,
We're already the
Wait.
lowest paid.
I'm sorry. Well,
And
what?
and
Do they
and
come to school in costume?
I don't know. And from the Facebook line,
The furries are having
we were-
sex in the boys' room
I'm
again.
wondering if this is going on at Francis Howell, because we had somebody who just posted and said the Francis Howell furries.
Oh.
I have very many questions, and I want to know if they come to class
All
in
right, I'm calling.
costume. I want to know if there's special designated areas. Why? Because
So
like,
this is
why
a-
wouldn't I hang out with
Call-
mascots all the time?
If
Why
you,
are they not allowed
but Chris,
in the same areas?
remember, you know the
I
rule.
wanna call
Chris,
school.
if you call
We have
schools,
to. We have to. We have
if you call schools and
Yeah.
are ignorant in any way,
Yeah.
I'm not associated with this. We already know this.
Yes.
All right.
Well, you better walk out of the room.
Well, no, I'm just quiet over here. I got to keep track of time. Somebody does.
Somebody's got to do the job of the show.
Hey, it's Chris Knight at the Viper. Good morning. Oh,
They've been
didn't
listening,
talk
Chris.
to me.
They've been listening, Chris. That sucks. The furries. It's furry night
I have
at
a lot
Starbucks.
of questions though, because if I'm coming in costume, why can't I sit next to like you, Eric? Like if I was in like a giant costume over here, y'all still let me sit
I think
here.
the panda head would freak me out.
What? I don't have.
You do have a panda head.
It's
don't
not
you?
a panda head. There's a head at my house, so I will bring it tomorrow and wear it on my face.
What
Are you
kind of
serious?
I
head?
have a head at my house.
What
a
kind of
costume
head?
It used to be alive.
I'm trying to
is it
remember.
like a panda bear or something?
No, what is it?
It's a cat. It's a DJ Kitty head at my house.
Come here, kitty.
DJ Kitty
Is there-
is.
Is there a way? Is there a way we can get her mic inside of that head so she does the whole
No,
show
I can
like
talk
that?
through it. I have used it before.
Come on.
I did a whole bit and talked in it with a microphone, with a handheld microphone. I can do it. I will bring it tomorrow.
Tomorrow might be the greatest show ever.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
The Friday show with Angela and the cat head.
No, this is
We went off the rails. Is what
we
Vic is
didn't
gonna
go off.
say.
We
Vic
did
is
not
gonna
go
say
off the
we are-
rails.
We want
we
to
are-
go off the rails.
We
We
didn't
are
go off the
mocking
rails.
something that is serious to some people.
Wait a minute.
Once again, furries. Again, another definition.
What's that noise?
Someone killed a rat.
Was that supposed to be a cat?
It was a furry.
It is a cat.
It was a furry. It was a furry. Go ahead. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Back to COVID.
Amy says, "Don't pet the furries." Oh yeah, this is what it is. Schools. Okay, this is what I heard in Rockwood.
Yes.
This is 100% legitimate.
Yeah.
From the Facebook line too. Jeannie says, "I heard schools, or at least a school, they brought in litter boxes."
Wait, what?
What?
Yes.
You just made Angela go, what?
Yeah.
Angela
That is-
accepts everything.
I have
Sorry,
not. I
that
have
might
not.
be my line.
You went to your limit.
We might have found my line, y'all.
It
What
just
the
gives.
heck are you talking about?
Just give me time in society.
Here we
I'll-
go.
Because
Let-
they
let-
apparently
let-
litter boxes have been brought in for what
Yes,
purpose? I don't know.
because they're
I have not
cats.
seen it, but yes, a litter. Not this is not at every high school, but the rumor is that has happened in the Rockwood School District at least one of the schools.
Wow,
If
Rockwood,
anybody
you've
knows
lost
of
your
this being
mind.
true, please let us know.
Rockwood has lost its absolute mind.
Before, we just have to if it's true
and they
or not.
don't care. And they do not care.
Francis, according to Pam, Francis Howell is letting kids come to school wearing ears and tails.
You're kidding me. Because they
this
think...
this isn't me. This is from our Facebook
Okay, all
line.
right. The tails and ears make
I
sense.
hear
There was
rumors
that
of
singer with the
things.
high ponytail who always wears ears, and so people wear ears because of that chick. What's that chick's name? Grande.
But
High
not because
ponytail.
they think they're a cat.
So people are wearing cat ears. I'm
Yeah.
okay with the cat ears. Wear
They
cat
have
ears.
sex with cat ears on?
I don't know.
Eric or Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
I'm
The
more
world's
concerned
changed.
about the litter box situation.
Yeah, the litter box. That's how the story that was brought to me.
What do
Litter
they?
box.
Why do they bring a litter box?
Well, one could assume because that's what cats use.
This is the greatest show of all time.
So now
Today
these are not furries though. These are people that literally think they're animals.
For furries.
Well,
For
but
furries?
furries are more like they know they're not actually the costume. They're just it's like a fetish more than anything else.
So it's like chains and whips.
We're just trying to find out.
Right.
We're just trying to
Right.
find out here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're not promoting anything. We're just trying to. We
This
just
is
try to have fun.
fantastic. This
Did
is
somebody
fantastic.
think we were promoting this?
No, but Angela, I always
I
have
can't
to
believe
give
I came
disclaimers
back
on
from
things.
that makes
Florida,
sense for you. That
85
makes
That's
and
what I'm
sunny
always
to
saying.
this conversation. Jesus.
That makes sense. That makes sense, Vic.
Guess what,
Terrible.
Chris? But Chris, terrible. Chris, guess what? It's only
What?
it's in Florida too. Okay, it's not just in.
Oh, trust me,
St.
it's
Louis.
in Florida.
I know. That's what I was
Man.
trying to remind you of.
Almost went to jail.
All you and if
Cats and litter boxes.
seriously, give Francis Howell a call or give
We had a Chester
Give
molester.
the-
in
Wait
a
a minute,
call
restaurant.
up Howell,
my God.
Chris.
Oh,
give
Chris.
a call
Jay.
to the Rockwood school
Let's
and
call up
ask if they
Rockwood, for
have-
real.
No, man, I'm not calling those.
Call Rockwood.
Because then they're going to call Fox 2 and complain and blah,
No, they
blah,
won't.
blah. Yeah, they will. We ain't doing it. They're not going to talk to us
Rick
because,
just-
Eric,
Rick,
I have
Vic
nothing
just gave-
nice to say to that school district. Not one single thing.
Why? Because they pee in litter
Okay,
boxes?
if you Google it, the superintendent denies the rumors of the litter boxes in the restrooms at Francis Howell. Now that was from February 11th, so it could have changed.
That's Francis Howell.
Oh.
I never heard about litter boxes being at Francis Howell.
Okay.
I heard there was at least a litter box.
The fact
brought
that this
in.
rumor is circling to all the schools.
Angela
No,
has
in the
met her
Rockwood
limit.
School
That's
District.
it. You
That's
guys,
what
you
was
guys
sent to
found
me.
my limit.
Angela's like,
No,
LGBTQ, cool.
No, I had a
litter
parent-
boxes, I'm out.
I had a parent who was upset and reached out and said that there were litter boxes, or they quote litter box friendly at Rockwood, and I'm like, what?
Litter box friendly.
I'm going to tell
I
you a
never
little
heard
story.
that there was a
Don't-
litter
Are
box
you
at
I don't know
Francis
if
Howell.
that's true.
Are you ready for a little story?
What?
I have a friend in Seattle, right? And I always bring up Seattle. I'm not gonna name the area or the school, but there is a teacher that has no blowback, mind you, that is talking about marrying animals.
Well,
Wh-
there's
where?
that whole show where the lady marries.
Getting married to an animal. So LGBT, marrying your significant other, whether woman on woman, is one thing. Now it's man on goat.
There's that whole show.
And there is
though.
no blowback against this guy.
That's a real thing.
What
There
show?
is a whole show where
What show?
people marry inanimate objects. Like a lady married a roller coaster.
Okay.
Like there's a whole show
So
about
if
that.
you showed up at church with Bessie and it's your wife,
I'm guessing that's
bro.
also a thing because if a lady can marry a roller coaster, why couldn't you marry?
so you're
an
going to have a
animal?
country where people can marry chickens.
I don't know. I
and
don't know
have-
how
and have
legal
never-
the marriages are, but
I
this
don't
lady
know.
did marry a roller coaster.
I'm just
and I
saying
watched
that's
it on
the
TV.
new topic of conversation
and the
in a
roller
very
coaster-
liberal city.
The roller coaster had to get new paint for their wedding, and then they had like a ceremony in front of their friends, and like the friends all at least said publicly that they thought this was great for her.
But it's not on the docket in their state. It's not a legitimate document.
I
It's
mean-
a thing. It's a party. Let's marry Rock party. Let's get married to Rocks. I mean, that's not a legal thing. I'm saying that the conversation is coming up in front of kids about
can't.
marrying goats.
I can't.
I know, me neither.
You found it. You found it.
Me
It's taken
neither.
2 months.
Me neither.
That's my line.
The goats?
Litter boxes and goats. Yep, that's my line.
Are
There
you,
it is.
are you going to come in tomorrow dressed like a cat?
I will bring my cat head in. Yes, it's a very
God.
warm cat
Don-
head, but I will bring it in.
Okay, Danny
And wear
says trans animals is a new mainstream society trending.
What is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, in former
Can
Google,
you meow like that?
this litter box is a trend in a lot of states. A lot of superintendents are denying these rumors in like all sorts of states. So that's a thing.
So if you don't want a litter box, that's good news.
Right.
Litter box.
If you do want a litter box, then you're frustrated.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I have a lot. If you are somebody who listens to us and you need a litter box, I'm going to need you to call in because right now I do not understand.
But I'm just here. All
Well, wait a minute.
seriousness,
That's not fair.
No,
That's not fair.
I don't understand. I need information.
This is. I'm just
No,
going to tell
man.
you. This is.
They just want to be happy.
This is legitimate. There are such things as quote litter boxes. There are such things as furries. I'm being as serious as I possibly can right now, and I'm just telling you, I was contacted about this, which is why I brought it up in the first place in the high schools, Eric, trying to blow your mind. And not trying to, but thinking that I would.
You did.
So.
Hey, Coach, where's the litter box?
All right, what
You have a sound effect you want to use,
school do
Chris?
we want to call?
I say
for
call
Rockwood?
up Rockwood.
Well, but Chris, here's the it's 9:50.
I mean, we can ask him
it's
the simple
9:50.
question.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to wear them out. I'm gonna,
So tomorrow,
Are you going to do a story on it?
no, I'll ask again their communications department. Are these rumors true?
And you know what? I remember back
Because
when I
there
was.
could be parents who are just upset at the school district because they're not
Absolutely.
getting stuff that
I mean,
they
that
like.
just doesn't even.
There
Could
are
also just be a
parents who can
rumor that
like
kids started. You know how
Yes.
kids are. Kids
Yes.
are awesome.
I mean,
and
when
they
I
start
bring
amazing
a
rumors.
litter box to school with you?
But kids start rumors, and maybe mom overheard them going along with said rumor, and then
But did you say? And I guess I didn't hear you correctly, but I thought I heard you say furries were accepted at Rockwood.
Well, yeah, but then you have to define. Yes, absolutely.
So maybe the litter boxes
And,
are.
and from
accepted.
our Facebook line, you can wear ears and tails to Francis Howell High School.
That doesn't seem.
I'm okay with the ears and the tails. Why?
I'm
Why
not.
wouldn't I wear ears? That girl singer with the high ponytail wears the ears and the tails all the time.
How long is the tail?
I don't know. Guess it depends on how long a tail you can handle.
Well, when I was in high school, we had our hair down to our asses and we wore parachute pants, so that wasn't much better.
Yeah, it's not a cat tail.
Well, cat ears and tails, that's not a big deal to me. Like, whatever. I wear, whatever. You wear whatever you want to wear. Like, that doesn't bother me. Oh, the litter box is weird. To me. Sorry, not to everybody in the room, just to me.
It's like, oh my
I
god.
find it odd.
What if you offended someone by saying that?
I probably
Vic.
did offend someone.
Well, you don't
gotta
want to
go
do
to
that. You don't want to
Texas.
offend anybody.
That's why I said, please call in and explain it to me because I'm going to be honest.
There's nothing to explain. It
I
makes
do
me
not-
happy.
I
It
do
just
not
makes me happy.
understand.
It just makes me happy.
Are you really bringing a head in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do it. Don't forget.
I put it in my phone.
Don't forget.
Bringing cat
Don't
head.
forget.
I won't forget.
And you cannot
Okay.
forget the most important thing:
What is that?
the litter box.
Oh, no, I'm not going to bring
She's
that
gonna-
in. Not
Well,
gonna
you
bring
can't
that
bring in a cat head without a litter
I'm
box.
just going to bring in the head, not.
I hate litter
Oh,
boxes,
come
man.
on.
Huh?
For about-
What's
for
the
about-
hate?
But
You
6
want to
years
do it
of
on
my
the
life,
floor?
I had to do it every day.
You want Angela to
when
do it
my
on the floor
ex-wife
instead of a
was-
litter
well,
box? Come on.
Pregnant women can't mess with litter. So if you have cats,
What?
yeah, you can't
No,
clean
that's
it.
real true.
I had to clean the litter box by myself every freaking day for a long period of time.
Uh-huh.
I despise litter boxes.
Why can't they mess with litter boxes?
Because it affects
It
the
affects
chemicals.
the baby. Like there's something in it that affects the baby. Even like a hamster's
See, look at all the
cage
fun things
can't
you've missed
be
out on in life, Eric.
around a pregnant person.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Edge right after this.
I love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peter's carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peter's, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
You are an electric vehicle. It's true. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car. Made by Nissan, a company whose EVs have gone 5 billion miles. Built for every driveway, every highway, and every speedway. And where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. Nissan. Electric cars for electric drivers. 5 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress in O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back. We got about a minute or so to go. In all the years Eric has done radio and traveled the country and traveled the world, performing, he is still learning as this world goes on.
The more you learn, the more you don't want to learn.
Did you just say there was breaking news from the Biden administration?
So this is good news, I think. The Biden administration now announced that it will support sex change surgery for kids. It supports that.
What was it illegal before? I'm just unfamiliar on the topic.
Biden administration
What does
endorses.
kids qualify as?
It endorses. It means if you want to.
What's the age of a kid?
I mean, anywhere from
Are
6
you
years old to
guessing, or is this
16.
something he knows?
It's 18 and under, 17 and under.
Exactly. If I'm 3 years old and I want it lopped off, I better have
Oh
some.
my God, Eric. Oh.
I know it makes you have chills down your back, don't it? Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say it like it is.
Okay.
I think the parents
We got to get out of here.
should be shot.
Look,
They'll
you're
love
looking.
We'll pick it back up tomorrow.
You're looking at the beginning of the shellacking of the midterms. Just remember this day, everybody. Just remember how bad you're doing as far as getting gas and as far as your administration saying it's okay to have a
I'm
sex
glad you
change
said
of
it. You
your
reminded
kid.
me. I got to go get gas. Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, it's over $4.
All right.
Wait, really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but the Biden administration says they're going to release millions of barrels now, apparently,
What,
of
they
our
had it-
reserve. And every economic person that understands oil, says, yeah, it could help prices immediately, but it's going to kill us in the long term. So I don't know. We'll see.
It's dumb. Just open up the
All right,
oil
Eric-
fields.
Eric Johnson.
What's the problem? Just start.
You're glad
pumping.
to be back now. At first, you didn't
I'm
want to be
glad.
here. Now you're here, Chris.
I'm not sure he's excited to be here still.
I'm excited
Angela
tomorrow, and
Sharp.
so is everybody else. They're going to be tuned in to see if Angela brings in her
I have a cat head.
cat head
That's going to be fun.
with the tail.
No, I'm not bringing in the tail. I don't have the tail.
Get her a tail,
I'm
Chris.
just bringing in the cat head.
Chris,
I'm
get her
not
And
a
I'm
tail.
Vic Faust at Fox 2. I'll see you for Fox 2
I'm not
News
dressing sexy. It's just
at
one
5
cat
tonight.
head.
I'm wearing blue and gray tonight.
And a litter
if anybody
box.
cares.
Blue and gray.
And a litter box.
We'll talk to you
Not bringing
later.
a litter box.
Have a great day.